So this is a refrigeration and air conditioning lab. So total area of this lab is 121 meters square, and in this lab we have 4 major equipment. First is air conditioning test rig, then ice plant test rig, then vapor absorption test rig and heat pump test rig. And total cost of these equipments is around 4.5 lakh. So now we will conduct experiment on air conditioning test rig. So this is air conditioning test rig, and here we have to we can perform the experiment for different air conditioning. So we can condition the air according to our requirement. So we can cool the air, we can heat the air, we can increase the humidity, we can decrease the humidity. So this is the sling type of psychrometer which is used to measure the humidity in the air. So this is air duct. This is inlet of this air conditioning systems. Here we can take outside air. Okay, outside air it is taken here. Then inside this box there is evaporating coil. So that evaporating coil will absorb the heat from that hot air and it will be cooled down. And through this duct it is transferred to the required location, that is the room. And by using this sling type of psychrometer we can measure the condition of that air. So there are two thermometer. One it is measuring dry bulb temperature and another it is wet bulb temperature. Okay, so we can rotate like this so that there can be relative motion between this bulb and surrounding air. So we can insert here. So this air is moving. So we can note down the dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature at inlet and outlet. So at outlet there is one slot. Here we can measure the dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature of outlet air, and we can measure how much heat is absorbed by that air. Okay. Then in this setup, this is working on vapor compression cycle. So here it is compressor, then condenser. Okay, and as I told you, evaporating coil is inside this box. Okay. Now we can perform different testing. So here if you switch on this button, it is air handling unit. So blower will on and air will be circulated. Then second it is compressor. So it will start the vapor compression cycle. Then air preheater. Now sometime in cold surrounding we require to heat the air. So instead of switching on the vapor compression cycle, we can switch on the air preheater so that instead of cooling, we can heat the air. Okay. Then this is for humidifier. This switch is for humidifier, and here it is the humidifier chamber. And in that humidifier chamber there is water and electric heater. So when that water is heated, it will be evaporated, and that vapor can be added into the air. So in this way we can enhance the humidity of the air. Okay. So we can note down different reading for vapor compression cycle. We can note down the reading in temperature reading in degrees Celsius. So temperature after compressor. Okay. Then temperature after condenser. Then temperature after expansion device. So we can see after expansion device temperature is lower. Okay. At that temperature, represent it is in the evaporating coil and it will absorb the heat. Okay. So in this way we can measure different reading and we can calculate the performance of this test rig. So this is the anemometer. It is used to measure the velocity of air. So at exit of the duct, we can hold this anemometer here and we can measure the velocity in different units. So by measuring the dimensions of this duct, we can calculate cross section area, and by using this anemometer we can note down the velocity of the air and we can calculate how much volume of air is flowing.